Want to make a change in your city? I'm going to talk to you about the ways that you can go out properly and make a change in your city. There's a number of ways, and you can apply these to other things besides just your city. But I'm talking here about obviously about politics or movements or you things that you're not happy with. And we live in a country of free speech and opportunities to be able to get involved and make things better. So when I'm talking about Raleigh here, and these examples would apply to most cities, I think, number one is to go to your city councilman, and they want to get your email. They want to hear from you. If there are things about the city, I'd stay on topic with them. As far as the city's concerned, you don't need to be contacting them about things that they don't really have any kind of input on, state uh, or national politics. But they want to hear from you on the local city issues or things that the issue might be that you got a puddle in your backyard and you need help, and can't get to the right person in the city staff to be able to get help on it. But the best way to contact your city council people is to email them or attend a function and that they put on. And I know a number of them in our Raleigh City Council have what they call office hours, a time that you might be able to meet them at a coffee shop with some other people and be able to come in and in person talk with them. The Another way is to call into the city department that your particular issue, or it could be opportunity, something you can see can be done better on all this. Call into that particular representative and have a conversation with them and see if you can get help. I know this as I've got more and more involved with city politics and what's happening with the city. I have found that we really have some great people in the Raleigh city positions. Of course, any organization has good people and bad people, but my experiences for the most part have been positive when I've met and dealt with and talked to people that are working in the city of Raleigh positions. They really want to do a good job and they're really great to work with. But understand too, they're under a lot of stress and pressure. And so you want to interact with them in the proper fashion. Probably the best way is by telephone or email. And you're typically going to find with a lot of things, email's the best, and they'll get back to it. I know there was an episode where I had uh, found, I'm not going to give the details of it, but something that needed to be fixed over on the Greenway. And I sent an email over to the proper person who's head of that department. And the next thing I know, when I came back a couple weeks later, it was done. And I had contacted them about it, but I contacted them again to thank them for quickly taking care of what the problem was. Social media. I started my own YouTube channel. You can do that. Maybe you don't want to start a YouTube channel, but if you have what you feel like is a righteous concern, go up on the proper YouTube platform and realize that all these platforms have their own decorum. You may not want to cover a very, very volatile uh, political topic on Facebook. Maybe Twitter is the best place to do that. But know your YouTube platforms, or I'm sorry, know your social media platforms and go to that and maybe start a discussion on what your particular issue or thing that you really like. It doesn't have to be just contained to things that you're upset about, but what is it you see being done that's really good that you want to talk about out there with your government or with your political issue or whatever it is. So another way is to organize. If you've got a topic that you feel very, very passionate about, find people who believe the same way as you and organize and get involved in the local politics with an organization. It might be, something with the environment, or it might be something with the way, leaf pickup or the way things are being done downtown that you feel very, very passionate about. So you can find like-minded people, go organize and work through these different types of platforms to be able to get the word out on that. Now, when you're talking about city council meetings, they have a public comment period. You can sign up. It's usually pretty easy to do. We've had some periods where some particular groups were dominating that, and you really, it's very difficult to get in to talk. That's typically not the case. And you can go in and get your 3 minutes before city council. And that doesn't mean they're going to fix your problem, but at least you get in before your elected representatives and get in and get your 3 minutes to talk to them about whatever your particular issue or thing that you think ought to be done differently. And they want to hear from you. They really want to know what is out there and what problems are out there, or what they're doing right, or what you think is a priority as far as programs that they're working on, that type of thing. The other thing that you can do is get a parade permit and have a march. That is something that has been part of our political culture, or our culture in this country. Even doesn't even have to be political; it could just be a parade. But you need to get a parade permit. Don't go out there and stop traffic, or there's a difference between a parade with a parade permit and a riot as well. Okay, that's not we don't want to have riots here in Raleigh. And so peaceful parading around political issues or anything else, it might be interest. We've had a long history of parades for Christmas, Veterans Day, different things. It's come under a little bit of a threat in more recent times because of some things that happened. But that is something, the right to be able to organize and have a parade or have a protest parade on the street. And the last one I'm going to cover is uh, you can go out to Moore Square, get up on a box, even with a PA system, because I see people out there doing it all the time, out to a public park and get up there and voice your opinion. Now, there might be some restrictions on that. I don't know if you got to get a permit for that. That's something I would check first if you're going to go do it. But I generally believe it's pretty unrestricted to be able to go out there and do that. I see people doing it all the time. And in a lot of places, this is a very common practice where you can get up there, free speech, and say what you want. Now, understand the content about free speech. It generally means free political speech, and you're not allowed to go out there and just say anything. For instance, if you go out there and lie about people and say things that can cause them harm, well, there could be a lawsuit. Or if you go out there and threaten someone, that could be a criminal act. So here's what I recommend and what my philosophy is on it. Go out and do it the right way. And I hate to use the word decorum. I don't necessarily think that's a real popular word, but use the right decorum and follow the rules around the area that you're in. And for instance, like I said, if you're having want to have a march, a protest march or whatever, get the parade permit downtown, okay, so that you have a safe one and they could block the streets off and you could do what you need to do. So my name's Whitney Hill, Whitney for Raleigh. Thank you for listening to this message. Hit the like button if you liked it, and also too, if you want to see more, subscribe to this message. So thanks for watching, and let me know your comments.